That's 3 times high definition. These have an 8 times zoom. These are called pan and tilt. They will follow you in 360 degrees. Look, look, look. It sees the motion and it follows the motion up, down, left, right. There are no fees. It has built-in storage, and you can pull up days and months ago and show it to the police if somebody stole your newspaper. They have solar panels, which you can detach and move to an area where you have sun. They are a 2-pack. You can use them together, or you can give one to your daughter, or son, or grandkids at school, and you can keep one yourself. They are easily the best cameras that we offer for home security. Somebody goes on your porch, you know exactly who they are because your phone will tell you that they've detected motion, and then it'll follow those people. Not 120 degrees, 360 degrees. These cameras on the Eufy website are $400, $200 each. If you buy them with me today, they're $299. They're $50 off each. And they are free shipping and handling. And also, coming up, I'm excited about this. So I bought the latest and greatest in the Q series from Sony about a year ago, the Q60. This is the next generation. It is called the Q70. And I will tell you, this is the latest. It has everything. It is next level viewing. The #1 TV brand in the world for almost 20 years. Literally billions of color shades and 4K resolution, surround sound, quantum dot technology, dual LED, voice control, ambient mode. It even has a remote control that runs on solar power. I've got 4 sizes, 55, 65, 75, and 85, and I've got 18-month financing. You can get this TV right here, $55 a month. Actually, this one's 65 because that's a 65-inch. Gorgeous. You'll love it. That's coming up a little bit later. So lots of fun things. Oh, and by the way, on the TVs, I got 40 left in each. Come on over. Let's go over here. Jeff, what side do you want to be on?
Whichever side you want.
All right, I'll sit here, and you come on out. Jeff Klein joins us. He is our Brookstone expert. It's the first time I got to work with you, my friend. Good to see you.
Very excited to work with you.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So when I was a kid, Jeff, you and I talked about this.
Yeah.
Our parents would take us to the mall, before there was TV shopping. And one of the coolest stores on the planet,
The coolest,
was the Brookstone store. You would find the most unusual, cool electronics, furniture. I mean, they had everything there. The only issue was nobody else had this stuff. And it was expensive. You remember?
It was if you got a Brookstone gift, yeah.
Yeah, because it had a lot of cachet.
Yeah.
This is brand new from Brookstone. I'm gonna get one of these today. I have an old alarm clock.
Yeah.
And I had a charger, one of those Qi chargers for my phone. That doesn't work anymore. So this is actually a 3-in-1. It's an alarm clock, a fully functional clock, and you can charge your devices at the same time, all in one place.
Absolutely. And the nice thing about that, having it all in one place, one of the things I love about that is you always know where your devices are. That's something I fall for all the time, is where did I leave my AirPods? Where did I leave my watch? Now I got to find it. I'm yelling out, hey, whoever, to see if they can find it. Everything in one place, everything organized, everything fits where it needs to fit. And what I love about this is it charges more than it says. Even, I'll show you right here, this pops right off, gives you a USB connection. So if you want to charge a tablet or you want to charge something else, you can literally plug right in, and now you're charging it without the cube. You can do it all right there. So everything charges off of this.
So show me how it works. We got to.
You know what? I happen to have a couple things on me. So look at this. I'll show you exactly how it works. I came prepared. So literally everything has its place, and I love when everything has its place. So I'll come over there. You want me to come over there?
Here.
Yeah.
I'll switch with you. I'll go over here, you go over there.
Here we go.
So we got one on.
Take a look at this over here. Watch where everything goes right here. You'll see AirPods have a spot right there. They say AirPods. Their phone has a spot right there. Even better, your watch has a spot right here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Set your alarm clock, wake up, you have everything right where you need in the morning to get ready.
It's got a little shelf right on the side.
It's got a little shelf,
Yep.
and it offers a night light, 3 different levels of a night light. So if you're reading, it's on the side of the bed. You don't have to worry about waking up whoever you're with. This keeps the night light exactly what it needs to be. Very simple to use, very easy to use, and I like easy to use.
It also is very Brookstone.
It's very
because
Brookstone.
it's smart, and I love that about it too. And if you are looking to save space, because I'll be honest, I had an alarm clock, I had the Qi charger, which I spent $25 on a Qi charger, which was cheap because they're like 40 bucks. Qi charger on its own is going to cost you probably $30. All right, this is built into that. Now you're asking, well, will it work on my phone? It works on any phone.
Works on any phone that can charge wirelessly. You can go ahead and charge wirelessly on this. And because it's Brookstone, as we talked about, Brookstone has that name recognition, right?
Yeah.
Brookstone is known for quality products. Because it's Brookstone, I will tell you they've thought of everything. They worry about overcharging. It won't overcharge. There's overcharge protection. There's over wattage protection. There's over temperature protection. And let me tell you why that's important. You don't want your phone to overheat. You don't want to give it too much power because that's going to hurt the battery. You don't want to give it too much wattage. This regulates all of that. All you have to do is put it on and relax. It's going to take care of you.
I love it. And you've got multiple ports. There's a USB-A, there's a USB-C right there, so you can plug in different devices there.
Absolutely.
To be able to charge those up. Yeah, so you don't need
every
extra
cable
plugs.
you have at home.
Yeah. On top, there's if you've got one of your smartwatches, you can throw a smartwatch on there. Easy to understand buttons. All right, and it says this port is detachable.
Yeah, so that little watch one, pop that right off.
This one right here?
Yep, just pop that right off.
Oh, yeah.
Securely stays on, and when you pop it off, you have another USB connection that you can plug anything on and charge.
Look at that.
It does 22.5 watts of charging fully. For the phone, it's 15 watts fast charging, and that's important. 15 watts is important because that's going to charge your phone faster without overcharging it, and that's one of the nice things too.
So what we did is we have our deal price, which is $39, and this is way worth that.
Which is a good price.
It's a good price. We dropped the price. Rocky, does that say free shipping too? I think it does. So $10 on your credit card and free shipping and handling. And you will, by the way, it is available in white and it's also available in black.
Right.
It's very sleek looking.
That's one of the things I love, and I think Brookstone has always done a good job with. Brookstone knows how to make something fit into anywhere, right?
Right.
So this, I think, is great as a gift for anybody, somebody going back to school, going into a dorm, because I think it has a sleek, recognizable, fun look to it that will literally work in any location. And that is one of, to me, the best-selling qualities is knowing it's going to work anywhere I put it.
And you might want to take it with you when you travel. That's
and
what
it's
I would
not
do.
big. That's the other thing. It's a good size, good footprint.
It is actually, and it's lightweight. I mean, you can stick this right in your carry-on bag, and now you got a way to charge everything. You don't have to worry about it. And you can, like we said, you can charge multiple devices at the same time. The light, I didn't even know it had a light. That's a great feature.
Nice little nightlight feature. And of course, it's a digital clock with alarm clock on there. So it's easy to set alarm clock. The other beauty of this, and like I said, I like things when they are easy, is there's literally 4 buttons on this.
On the top.
You don't have to scroll through. You don't have to find a certain setting. There are 4 buttons, and it's easy to understand and easy to work.
It's easy to read, too. I like the fact that you can read that from a distance. I always have like probably 3 or 4 alarms set every day because I do a morning show on the weekend, and you want to make sure that you're covered. So I can't have enough of these of alarm clocks around. But even if you want to have this in an entryway, right? So people come in, they can drop their phone. Your kids, you could get this for your kids. If you got kids that just went away to school, you could hook them up with it. We're going to actually plug in one up here in the front so you can see what the white looks like as well. But easy to program. I have an alarm clock that I think you need like a separate college degree to work. It's one of the hardest things I've ever tried to set. And every time it gets unplugged, I'm like, oh my God, I have to go through this.
You have to remember.
I have to remember all these different things. Well, there's like 9 buttons on the back of it.
Yes.
This one, there's only 4 buttons.
4 buttons, easy to use, and one of those is the light. So immediately, that's an easy one to figure out right there. Nice soft settings on that.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
And it gives you just enough on the side of your bed for, I'm reading a book at the end of the night, I'm doing anything like that.
All right, so we're getting busy, which I knew we would. Great here. I want to show everybody the light one more time. I'll turn it off. So here's under my hand.
Look at those 3 settings.
Dude, that is brilliant, right? Middle of the night, you need to check something, check your phone, see if everything is charged. So you have a light, there's your memory, so when you're actually setting your alarm,
Right.
And then there's a plus and minus button. I mean, it couldn't be any easier.
Very simple, very easy, all in a sleek design, and that's what I do love about it. And it's gonna work on any Apple Watch that you have. It's gonna work on any of your AirPods that you have. And phones, for Apple phones, it'll be 12 plus. But any other phone that charges wirelessly charges wirelessly.
So you're okay
right
if you
here.
have if you have Android or whatever, you're still
If
okay
it charges
with your phone.
wirelessly, you can absolutely charge it wirelessly.
Which I'm pretty sure, I would hope that almost every phone.
Almost every phone does
Almost
right
every
now.
phone nowadays. So, but think about, great point, Rocky just said, imagine if you needed separate charges for all those things. You'd have 4 or 5 cords.
You'd be tripping on the cords
Yeah.
in the morning.
And you probably wouldn't even have enough outlets to plug all this in unless you got one of our outlet management systems. But look at that,
So that's the
simple, clean.
1 cord out the back.
Yeah.
3 things charging with an alarm clock, beautiful digital alarm clock ready to go.
I love the watch feature because we offer so many different watches here.
Right.
So if you have if you've got an Apple Watch, pop it on there, you're good to go. If you've got earbuds, pop them in there. If you've got a phone of any maker model, because like we said, most of them you'll be covered there. We're doing it with free shipping and handling. We're almost out of time. If you want to grab it, all you need to do is grab it in black, grab it in white, and not only that, Jeff, but it's a nice gift when you see the box.
I think it's a really nice unpacking, and then it's that Brookstone name.
Yeah.
And it's like we started this by talking about. We remember going into that store and being so impressed, and they have not stopped impressing.
They had the coolest, weirdest stuff.
They can
like stuff that I remember once they had like a backpack that had had like a massager in it, and then they used to sell like massage chairs.
Yep.
Too, things like that.
I used to go in just to sit in them.
Or already the very first propeller devices,
Yes.
right? Like remote control stuff. All right, so if you want to get somebody a cool gift, maybe yourself, get this home. It's $10 off. FlexPay is only $10 a month, and it's free shipping and handling. Good job, my friend.
Thank you very
Good to
much.
see you.
Very nice to
Thanks,
meet you.
Jeff. You too, buddy. Hey, if you want to get this even less, get a brand new HSN credit card. We'll take $10 off your purchase. Hey, and by the way, did you know we have coffee tables? If you got one of those lazy boy chairs and you want to get yourself a really nice coffee table, we got all kinds of different brands. We got all kinds of different colors, sizes. I bought rugs. I bought a rug there about 2 months ago. Loved it. I was amazed at all the stuff that we have in home furniture. So grab it, get it home, pick one out. You will love it. All right. I'm moving. Billy's kicking me to the other side. All right. So I think it was maybe last Saturday that we aired this.
Yeah, this weekend.
And we were shocked. Not shocked, pleasantly shocked. Come on out, Bill. Bill Duggan, our electronics guru, who's going to spend the rest of my show with me.
How are you?
I was so pleasantly surprised at how many people picked this up. We went over the plan that we counted on, which was fantastic. And I'll tell you why. I had bought 2 Arlo cameras probably 5 or 6 years ago. Love them. Still have them. Then I bought 2 Eufys because the Eufys were more powerful, 2K, right? Then this guy comes out and brings the Eufy S340, which is the super camera of all home security cameras. First of all, it is 3K, the most powerful home security cameras we sell.
Exactly.
It is connected to a solar panel which you can move, so you never have to put batteries in this again, okay? It has built-in memory with the SD card, so now you can store all those recordings and images and use them if somebody stole something off your front porch. And they're 360-degree coverage because they are pan and tilt. Most cameras, mine included, are fixed cameras.
Yep.
They have about 120 of coverage. So I have to put 4 cameras on my small house. With this one, the camera actually follows you. If you see this camera right here, and you can come in close to it, watch, when I walk away, you ready? It's gonna follow me. Here it goes. It is following my motion. When I go, now the light is on. When I go down to the ground, it's following me down to the ground.
Yeah.
And I stand up, it follows me back. I've never seen a camera that can do that. And it has an alarm. So, oh wait, I don't want to compete with that, but we are doing it at $100 off what the Eufy website charges.
Exactly.
Bill, I got to tell you, I have 4 cameras already, and I cover most of my house. I still want to get these.
Well, that's why
because
Eufy,
they're so advanced.
they've taken all those other technology companies and security companies and taken those features, put it into one unit that you don't have to worry about batteries ever again, because where's the power coming from? From the sun, so you don't have to get up and down and recharge it or buy more batteries. All the stuff that is recorded, it's not stored at Eufy, it's not stored at some third-party company that you have to pay a membership to, it's stored on board. And then you look at the pan and tilt camera. The pan and tilt camera definitely swivels back and forth, but please notice the camera has 2 different cameras. So it has a big wide field of view, and then it has an 8-time optical zoom as well. That's your light, which is built in. And where's that light powered up? It's not powered up by hard wiring it and calling it electrician. No, it is powered up literally by this solar panel. And one thing we like about this solar panel, I can move it because the sun moves around. I can remove it, and you see the cord that comes back here? You can get an upgrade of a 10-foot cord, because maybe you want to leave the camera on the front porch, which is going to capture the front door and the driveway and the front porch, but it's a covered porch. You can remove the solar panel and put it 10 feet away where it sits in the sun. And realize, each one of these is individually boxed. It's its own security system in the back and in its entirety. But we're giving you 2. So you can see right here, this is one with the solar panel attached. This one, we removed it because it's under an eave, and we put the solar panel up on the eave. But the best part about it being a 2-pack, each one of these is $50 off instead of $200 each. And maybe one's for the front yard, one is for the backyard. Maybe one is a great gift. Try one out and put it in your front yard, and you're gonna be blown away with what happens. So you see, I'm gonna pull up Guy's camera. Actually, Guy's walking off right now, but boom, I'm gonna pull up my camera. No, I'll pull mine up, because here's mine. Dual cameras, right? What does that mean? It means that top camera is giving me 135 degrees in terms of coverage. I can walk around, it's gonna still follow me. What is that bottom camera giving me? 8-time optical zoom. No, he was in a plaid shirt, he was carrying his phone around. I'd love to show everyone what it looks like even when the power goes out, or it becomes nighttime, because when it's dark out, which by the way, it's gonna be darker sooner, the light will come on, powered by the sun. The light can be tripped by someone coming onto your porch. So all of a sudden it gets dark, someone trips it, boom. You can see me still because that light is illuminating everything. I'm gonna turn off the light. Actually, I'll bring the camera around for you. So you see the camera, it's following me around. Wow. That light's right there. I'm gonna turn off the light so you can see the difference. Without the light, you can still see the person, the perpetrator, the delivery, the person at your front door.
Night vision.
But because it has a light built in, and not all of them do, it really cuts the corner. So, boom, it just comes right on automatically. Remember, it has 2-way talk. It has the ability to set up a siren so someone will be scared away. But that dual camera, 135-degree field of view, or 8 times optical zoom, sunlight rises, guess what? I'm still on vacation. I still have eyes on my property. And everything that was just been captured on here, you know what's great about it? Check this out, Guy. Instead of getting those notifications and having to catch it in the moment, because this is what happens, all of a sudden someone's at my front porch, and you go to the front porch and you're like, wait a second, no one's there. What happened? I missed it. You have to normally pay a monitoring service for someone to capture that footage. So I'm gonna go back to our studio camera, because I got all these notifications. You go down to your events, and guys, it's not just an event for today. It could be events going back and back 8 gigabytes worth. Where was it when we were setting our stuff up? Boom, cameras in studio. No, not this one. Let's see, where's that camera? We have so much action going on. Oh, here, this one. Camera's on. You're over there in the lazy boys doing your thing, minding your own business. Oh, that's with you and Jeff. But the cool part about it is all this stuff is captured for free. And Guy, I love to show this example. I'm gonna go back. Here's my house right now, tonight. It's storming outside, but it's pull up my house. There we go, backyard camera. And the thing is, you see what's happening. That is tonight, right?
That's live.
That is the storm that's blowing through right now. And that is August. But then, all of a sudden, I need to go back. I'm gonna go back July. That's 1 month subscription.
You're picking a day when you were supposed to get a delivery and somebody stole something from
Exactly, and go prove it. And I'm like, it's right here. I've gone back 2 months. That would be 2 months of a subscription. May, April. I'm going back and back February, January, subscription, monthly fee, monthly fee. I'm going back to the day after Thanksgiving, confirm that date. What's that? November. me putting up the Christmas lights.
Look at that.
I didn't pay an extra monitoring
Look how
fee.
clear it is, too, Bill.
I didn't have third-party monitoring either. It is stored on board with 8 gigabytes. So you see, I'm getting notifications. I can actually see what is happening up here. The camera's gonna follow you around. But more importantly, if I'm in a business meeting and I get these notifications, or at brunch or dinner, if I don't see it in action, you're gonna miss out. And just check out this field of view. Here's a perfect example, boom. Set it up, one camera, right? Mom on the driveway, doing her gardening, follows her, finds her. As she moves around, as the kids move around, as deliveries move around, it went from the driveway, it's capturing her front steps, it's gonna capture her front porch. This is all with one camera that she doesn't have to get up and change a battery or recharge it. It gets charged up by the sun. And then all that clarity, you talk about that clarity, guy. Look at this example. I got a call and they're like, well, what's the license plate on that car? And I'm like, I don't know. But I'm like, oh, wait a second. Let me turn on the camera. I turned on the camera.
Look, you can
and
zoom.
with that 8-time optical zoom, from the comfort of the office or while I have them on the phone, I had to black it out
crazy.
because that's someone's legit license plate. That is clarity. That is 3K difference. And that is one camera. You're getting both. And this is why Eufy keeps winning award after award at the electronics show for best new company, best innovative company, because they really have taken all that guesswork. I'm even gonna show you how simple it is to set this up. Remember, powered up by the solar panel, onboard storage, so no monthly fees, dual cameras, but this camera gives you that pan and tilt to really give you 360 degrees pretty much in terms of coverage.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna put that on for you right now. Turn on that light. Boom, and then you see it just swivel around and follow the action.
That is awesome.
Isn't it cool?
Well, because you would have to have 3 or 4 cameras to do that. And those would be
gets expensive.
regular still mounted cameras. You don't have to do that with this. Guys, here's what I'll tell you. You're gonna sleep better at night knowing you have these because, people are always like, well, I have an alarm in my house. I'm like, if your alarm's going off while you're in your house, that's not the best, it's not the best scenario. I wanna know before. This guards the exterior of your property. I didn't tell you this, but I did my run today. And I was coming home and there were 2 police officers about 3 blocks down from my house. And I just walked by because they were talking to a woman on her porch. And I went over and I said, is everything all right? And they're like, somebody stole a car from this road. All right? That's why you do it, to protect your property, to protect your family. Because listen, I don't care where you live. There's bad guys everywhere. I hope you never need it for that. But I've had several packages taken off my front porch. Porch pirates are everywhere. Not only that, when I go to bed at night, I know that if somebody's outside, I'll get a warning on my phone if somebody's on my property. And that's when you want to know.
Yeah, and that's just it. My mom, she has one of those motion sensor lights.
Yeah.
Every time it goes off, she's annoyed, or not annoyed, but she's nervous. Like, what's out there? Is it an animal? Who's out
It
there?
drives me nuts.
Well, she's not gonna go up and peek out the window. She gets on her camera and sees what is out there. So this is another example I love to show. We were busy at work, right, Guy? I'm pretty sure this is the video. Boom. You can see yourself, you're over there on the lazy boy doing your thing, setting up the camera, and we're not at home. People are minding their own business. All of a sudden, like, wait a second, am I on camera? Wait a second. There they are. They're like, there, no way. Look at that.
That's lady.
The thing is, these are the moments, but this, more importantly, we weren't there to capture that guy. It is backed up and saved with 8 gigabytes of storage. I showed you how that allows me to go back months in terms of storage. And then here's a shot we see all the time, right? Here's our little HSN door. Boom, nothing's going on, right? But this is what happens. You get the notice from UPS, there's a package here, and you go to your door and you're like, where's the package? It's not here, right? Notice this one camera. We've seen this before, but can all those other cameras do this? As I'm going around and moving around, the camera's following me.
That is awesome.
I mean, isn't that great? And it's like, oh no, maybe it's at the side door. One camera, no batteries. I don't have to get up there and take it down because it's way up high. It's not the side door. You know what I did notice, Guy? Is this your soda water here? This is the crazy part about it. I can't escape you, camera.
No, you're not gonna.
Is this your soda water? Oh no, there's lipstick on that. That's not yours. But this one camera and the quality of that image, not to mention, I'm not home, I'm gonna be at work, it's gonna get darker sooner. What just happened here, it's stored on the camera, not third party, not a monthly fee. So that's really where I have peace of mind of not having to spend more money once I get it home. And that's really why each one of these cameras is $200.
And it doesn't have to be just for bad guys. It could be to keep an eye on your property. Maybe you've got a swimming pool in the backyard and you want to keep an eye on it. You want to make sure no dogs or anybody, kids are in there that shouldn't be in there. Now you can monitor your property and you can do it yourself. And you can do it when you're thousands of miles away. If you want to look at your property, you're on vacation.
Yeah.
You're in California and you live in Connecticut. You're like, I want to see what's going on. Or you want to see if the package was delivered. You can do that immediately. You can watch the people and follow them as they move through your property. No other camera that I've ever aired except this one does that. That's why we call it the pan and tilt. It'll follow me wherever I go.
Yep.
I'd go hide around a corner. It'll follow me.
It can't see through walls,
No,
but it sees you go around the
until
corner.
I go there. But as I come out, it'll follow me. If I come down here to pick something up, it goes down on the ground with me. I never knew we would be able to have cameras that we could afford that did that, because this is like what you would be in like a bank or a federal building. This is high-end security. And yet, you're worth it. You're not worth it. The people in a bank aren't worth more than you. This is your home. So we're gonna give you 2 cameras. We are $50 off the price that they charge you on the Eufy website.
Right.
Our normal price is $399, so we charge the same. And it's a customer pick at that price. Read the reviews. Everybody loves these cameras. They're amazing.
They're art.
And you're getting 2. And remember, you don't have to use them together. You can sync them together, but if you just need 1 camera and you want to give one to your kids, give one away.
Sure.
And then they can set up everything. Everything is free, all right? No batteries to buy. No monthly storage fees.
My brother-in-law would love this set of cameras because, one, he's an
Yeah.
environmentalist. He hates the batteries and all
Yeah.
that, but he does like to have eyes on the kids playing in the front yard because, you know, he's out and about doing his thing. And he's like, wait, they're having a soccer game on the front lawn? And that's just it. You set up this 1 camera. It covers what traditionally 3 or 4 cameras can capture. I could see across the street in that shot. I could call my neighbor and be like, you know, you left your garage door open, because I can see it from my camera across the street. Or you'd mentioned, you know, what happened in your neighborhood. My mom, there was a car accident in hers.
Bill, look at how much property you can see.
You can see all
Your
the
whole
property.
neighborhood.
It follows it along. And as we're getting a storm now, it's made for that outdoor, which is great. But also, as you see people, you can talk to them. You can set off the alarm. There are so many beautiful features in this camera. That's why it does win awards. And that's why, actually, this little upgrade I loved. Eufy has had other solar-powered cameras, because actually Eufy's parent company is Anchor, and they're all about battery management. But the solar panels were affixed. You couldn't move it.
Right.
So if I wanted a solar-powered camera, I was limited on where the sun was. Now, I can put the camera where the action is. This camera will pan and tilt and follow it. I can reposition this or remove it and put this 10 feet away, because just a few hours of sunlight keeps it charged up. And what is that going to keep me? What is that going to get me? It's going to get me eyes on my property. It's going to get me that light that's going to go on in terms of being able to scare people off the property. I'm going to come down here to my app and turn on that light so you can see it. Boom, light comes on. Remember, it follows the action around with that pan and tilt. And no matter what it captures, realize it's stored on board. So all of that technology, they've refined it and evolved it, but they've made it affordable too. Where does that affordability come in? Think of it this way. If you could buy a computer printer and never have to buy ink again, I mean, that would be a great printer, right? You don't have to buy a subscription or a fee for this camera, because it's all stored locally and on board. And Guy, I didn't realize this. You don't just pay a fee to a security company. You pay a fee per camera. So you have how many of those different cameras?
Yeah.
That's a fee for the one in the front yard and the
they don't tell
backyard,
you that.
and then the doorbell.
Yep.
They've taken care of all the fees. Actually, I'd love to show everyone the ease of setup, because I know a lot of people are like, I'm not going to be able to get this.
Rocky was just reading some of the reviews, and he said one of the biggest things people say, how easy it is to install.
Right.
And get going.
So you just hit the plus sign, you find your camera over here. It's a battery-operated camera. You can see it by the picture. It's one with the solar panel on top. You decide where you want to put it. We're going to put it right over there, connect it to my router. Yet part as you have to remember your password to your Wi-Fi, and boom, I think I have my password right over here. I did have my password right over here. You guys want, give me a second, I'll put in the password. No one look, because it's HSN's password. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Then it's 0.
By the way,
And
this is how you install it.
Boom.
I mean, look, you just put it on the wall.
Yeah.
And you can mount it any way you want. This is it right here. So a couple of screws.
Here's
and
the
that's
big
it.
here's the big install demo.
Easy.
You press a sync button on the back. You come down here. You take a selfie of the QR code. You hear 2 beeps.
To the Wi-Fi network.
Connecting,
Please wait.
connecting to the Wi-Fi network. Please wait. And before you know it, I'm gonna have my camera in the backyard to watch the kids.
Setup was successful.
Boom. That simple. Guy, we have a lot of electronics and devices here where they're like, oh, do the demo of install, do the pairing demo. And I'm like, you guys, we only have 8 minutes. It's gonna take a lot longer than that. The fact that all that technology that is powered up by the sun, no batteries, I just had to go to the hardware store today and buy more batteries for another device in the house. don't have to worry about this one.
Every 4 months on my Arlos, I have to go out and recharge the batteries.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I didn't care. I still doesn't bother me, but
It's just one more thing.
I'd rather not have to deal with that. And with the Eufys, and people love this brand, by the way. If you read the reviews, they're like, oh my gosh, this is such a high-end camera brand. If you're gonna buy home security cameras, get the ones with the most features, all right? Otherwise, you are gonna have to change batteries, and I'm not saying that's the end of the world, because we offer, like I said before, we offer different types of cameras. These are our most powerful. They're more expensive, but they're worth it because it's a one and done. You're gonna have these things forever. And anytime you wanna check out your property, all you do is pick up your phone. The app is free. And you just pop it up, and now you can see what's going on in the front yard, backyard, side yard, high, low, left, right. And it's expansive.
Right.
The view is huge. You can see your whole neighborhood. If it's dark, you can see at night. Look, I got the light on.
There you go.
All right? It's got color night vision.
And that's really where you think of all this technology. It has really come a long way, but they have made it affordable. Our 2-pack has made it the most affordable.
Yeah.
Because anywhere else, this would be a $200 system. Amazing in terms of what we just shared with you, right? But because we made it 2, it's $50 off each. So you're gonna get one for the front yard, maybe the second one, oh, you know what? I'm gonna definitely use it in the backyard. That second one, I would give it to my brother-in-law. I've set it up in my mom's house in her front yard. She doesn't have to worry about it. And I can't tell you how many times where it's like, have you heard from mom today? Did you hear from
Right,
She hasn't
right,
texted or
right.
called back. I can peek. I'm like, oh no, she's working in the yard.
If you own a condo, buy these and give one to your kids.
Well, perfect, yeah.
Because a condo, you probably just need one. Unless you want to have one in the front and one in the back. Like if you've got a screen porch in the back and an entryway, now you got your whole place covered.
And let me just remind you, it's that dual camera. So when you saw the guy's camera, I had it set up for one camera, but you can set it up for both.
So
That's
you got
gonna give you that
close-up
nice
camera?
wide field of view options, options are important. Wide field, you can see everything. Not to mention, I'm getting how far away you can still see me, which is awesome. But then that 8-time optical zoom, you could tell, okay, he was wearing deck shoes. He had that plaid on and he was carrying his phone around. But as I walk out a camera frame, that would normally be another camera, another purchase, another monthly fee, another battery situation. This one camera is gonna keep us all in frame. And I don't know if we have time to take down the lights one more time, but this is where it really kicks up into another device. Boom.
I've never seen a camera with this kind of night vision,
It
ever.
becomes dark as night, you can tell. No, he was in khakis. No, they weren't gray, they were khaki. He's moving around. You could even use him inside a business if you want, because you know someone's in there and raffling around looking for stuff. That light goes on, that'll scare him away. But I just love how you're covered. The camera pan and tilts. You have a wide field of view. You have that 8-time optical zoom. And Guy, your favorite demo, what is that? I'm going down. The camera follows me down. And this is in the dark. I'm gonna turn off the light so you can see the difference. But boom, when that light goes off, boom, there we go. You can see, oh, it wants me to reconnect. Thank you, Guy. But that's where, again, this really has thought of everything. You know why it actually times that out, Guy? To help save the battery. You can make it actually stay on a little longer if you'd like. But the affordability is really what excites us about this right now. Because this is, you see, and it's fun to demonstrate why this can be a $200 system on its own.
It is a huge customer pick on hsn.com. And if you care about your property, moreover, if you care about your family, right, it's a good step to make. Maybe it's not for everybody. Some people are probably like, well, you know, I got it covered. That's fine. I'm just telling you, I wish I had these. And I'm still this close to pulling the trigger on getting these. And I may give my other ones to Danny.
Perfect.
Because I could put one in the front, one in the back. I'd never have to worry about anything again.
No more batteries, no more
my
fees.
gosh.
That's one and done. And also, imagine 4 different cameras on the house versus one that covers so much.
We only have about 300 of these left.
Oh,
I think.
This is it.
I think. Yeah, we're getting down. We're getting down. So if you want to get them, maybe 200 with everybody ordering. All right? Free shipping and handling. Everybody gets 2 cameras. No fees. You'll never spend another penny. You'll never buy batteries. And they work daytime, nighttime, free shipping. Love it.
This is our last one?
Is this your last airing?
We were added to your show. This was it?
Yeah, because we did so well the other day. So, all right. 866-259. Bill's not going nowhere.
No, we're gonna watch some TV.
We got the TV.
Exactly.
We've had the coolest stuff. If you bought that Lazy Boy, I'm gonna get you a TV to go with it. All right. Want to remind everybody, we've got Now That's Clever coming up next Saturday. And if you'd like to look at all the cool things that I've got coming up in shows or stuff that I've had in the past, we run it right there. Just type in Now That's Clever. Or you can type my name in there. Good to go, because I'm clever. All right. All right, so we have a quick buy coming your way. I believe it's with Ty. This is one of my favorite kitchen products. Check it out.
You might recognize this, or you think you do, but let me reintroduce you. This is the Kitchen HQ Quick Push Press and Mix Chopper. It cuts, chops, and mixes everything from herbs, veggies, fruit, meat, nuts, and more with just a push. Now, take a closer look. Because every time you push it, it chops and then it rotates. And the more you push, the finer the dies. You cry about cutting onions? No way with this chopper. Hate that garlic smell that lingers on your fingers? Well, that won't happen here. And it's more than just a cutting tool. See, you can make your very own dips, your very own salsa, sauces, and desserts. And attach the paddle, and now you can mix and whip and even peel garlic. It holds about 4 cups, which, if you like salsa like I do, it'll keep you happy for the day or for the hour. Eat a lot of salsa. It comes with an airtight lid for storage too, and it's dishwasher safe and with great colors. White, black, red, or even teal. So you can get yours by shopping the item number on hsn.com or the HSN app. But the fastest way to order is to scan the QR code you see on your screen. Get the chopper.
Korez was born in the oldest homeopathic pharmacy in Athens, Greece. Unlock the best of nature and science, bringing you results that you can see and feel.
I'm back with my twin of the day. We didn't even realize we're both wearing the blue and the khaki.
Yeah.
I'm like a blue and gray.
Yeah.
You're khaki. Anyway, this is Bill Duggan, everybody. He's our electronics expert. So I had the pleasure about a year ago or so of working with Bill, and I bought the Q60 Samsung. I had a Sony TV, which I loved, and I didn't want to get rid of it, but it was like, it was 1080p or 780. It was
time.
old. It was time to do it, and I donated it, which was nice because Sony's a great brand. But I bought my Q60, and I got to tell you, it's one of the best decisions I ever made. It is so much better as far as picture quality and all that. Not because Sony is a lesser brand, but because so much has happened in the 10 years since I bought that TV. So many different technologies have gotten better and better. This is the Q70. So this is the later generation, all right? It's our first airing. It is brand new.
Right.
It's the #1 brand of TV in the world for 19 years.
Yep.
Has been Samsung. We're not talking about thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions. We're talking about billions of color shade options. 4K. So my Sony was 1K. The one I have now, I believe my Q60 is a 4K.
It is 4K. Yeah.
And I will tell you, my son comes in, he's like, Dad, that TV is ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, it's nice. Anyway, I love it. This is the later generation. I have 4 sizes that you can pick from. I have a 55, I have the 65, I have a 75, and I have an 85. Awesome. If you want the 55, I got 12 left, all right?
Of the 60?
There's 150 total of every size. Wow. That's all I have. I've got VIP financing on all of them. If you want to get the biggest TV that I am presenting, 85-inch, on your HSN credit card, $149.99 per month for 18 months, no interest. If you want, if you want to get the 55, it's $55 a month for 18 months, no interest. So if you want a big TV and you want the latest and greatest in this Q class from Samsung, pull the trigger on this guy because I do not have a lot to go around, Bill.
No, this is really quick because Samsung does sell itself because right out of the gate, you don't get a more recognizable name brand in televisions or award winning. Samsung is #1, not just in terms of TV sold, but customer satisfaction. Worldwide, for the last, we track it on a 2-year cycle, but they've won the award for the last 19 years.
Yeah, it's been a
so
while.
as technology's evolved, as we've gone from high definition to 4K, as we've streamed more, as our houses have gotten smarter, Samsung has remained the #1 TV manufacturer. So you can't go wrong with that. Guy got the Q60. That is one of the most popular ones we've offered at the network. This is the Q70. So it's actually a little step up above. It's a little tier above. So you are going to get a few more features, but you're always going to get those beautiful, rich colors. And I love how you broke it down, Guy, because it's billions of shades of color. I don't know if you could notice in that last picture when it had the blue sky, you're getting a slimmer bezel on this television. So that means you have a less bulky plastic around the screen and it's more screen. Like, we're two grown men sitting in front of a 65-inch TV. It looks like all TV. So with this Q70, you're getting quantum dot processing, which is great. You're getting a quad-core processor, and that really comes down to your picture quality, your refresh rate, and also your downloading speeds. And why is that important? Think about it. The last time you upgraded your TV, were you streaming nearly as much? Did you still have cable? Do you know you could watch this TV completely cable-free?
Yeah, I know.
With all the streaming options and all the other stuff, even Samsung includes. Samsung includes over 300 free channels, so you don't even need that system to connect to. Going back quickly to the design element, one thing you'll notice right over there, which is actually, I have the Q70 at home, there are not 2 feet on this television. It's a one center pedestal.
Yeah.
So you know what I love about that guy? I just need a 24-inch bookshelf or desk, and I can have an 85-inch TV.
Isn't that awesome?
That is really
You
awesome.
could put it on one of our coffee tables that we're presenting.
That's just it. Because
Yeah.
normally, you know, you get a larger and wider television, the feet get wider out.
Yeah.
It's one base right in the middle, which is just great to easily.
That's different than mine.
And see, those little differences are another reason why Samsung's #1.
And I had to really adjust it to get the soundbar to fit
Right.
on mine because it has the legs on the side.
Right.
So that's another feature.
And it's still a very slim monitor,
Yeah.
too. So this is that Q series. It's the Air Slim design, which means the bezel around it really disappears. The thickness of any of these televisions is 1 inch at its deepest. Oh, thank you, guys. That is so awesome. Couldn't have timed that out better. That's
at
the
that.
thickness of the TV. Also, here's a nice upgrade. I don't know if we could pan towards the front of it, too. When you go from the 60 to the 70, you get a wider field of view. Where'd the TV go? 1 inch at its
That is
deepest.
insane.
We joke that the remote is thicker than the television. So actually, see right there, as we're sitting off to the side, because you know
heck do
you've
you
got
do
the
that?
corner of the couch,
Yeah.
you get a better side view from these TVs too, because of the rich picture quality. So Samsung does a few things a little different. With their QLED or QLED televisions, they have a dual LED process on the inside. So you see how your perfect example, do you see the dark with the light? There was the blue and the black. You're gonna get a more vivid distinction, better contrast ratio, so it's less muddled, but also you're gonna get more accurate colors and more vivid. And when you mentioned all the billions of shades of color, guy, you've heard of Pantone, right? The Pantone
Yeah.
Color Company?
Yeah. Yep.
Pantone validates, picks a color of the year every year. This is the first television that they have ever given a Pantone validation to. So what you're gonna notice, I think we're gonna see some of the dual LED experience in here that gives you that billions of shades of color, that more accurate picture, more vibrant picture, which we all appreciate. Actually, you know what you all appreciate about this too? It is adaptive. The sound, the color,
Look at the difference right
picture.
there.
So that means, guys, you know, we set it up in the living room and it has big picture window, but then we move it down to the man cave, it will self-calibrate to always give you the best picture quality.
Yeah.
So you see the standard color of range, the standard range color right there? With at high definition, high dynamic range, HDR, it just pops. It is turned up. The picture quality is just perfect in terms of what you want. But this is just the picture quality. And the thing is, you have to think about it. Our TVs have evolved. We want picture quality, but now we are streaming, we are watching, we are enjoying more. So the picture behind us, I don't know if I can show you this, but we're dimmed down the light, so maybe we'll leave
Well,
it on.
and the TV has shifted into a low light mode, which is amazing.
Which is energy efficient, but
Yes.
also makes it more cinematic.
Easier on the eyes. Yep.
So the picture quality is there. The audio is great too, object tracking, but we have to think about this a step further. Because it's what it looks like when it's on. I'm gonna show you what the TV looks like when it's off, because it gives you ambient mode.
my
But
favorite.
because more and more of us are streaming, you have to think of it this way. We have all of these great options. Yes, you have Netflix, but now I have Apple TV and Disney Plus.
All
I
built
have
in.
all these built-in options. I could download the QVC HSN Plus app.
I love it because it's looking at my TV. It is my TV.
Well, isn't that nice when you're familiar with
Yeah,
it? Boom,
yeah.
boom, we're jumping around. This is what I meant about giving us free options. Samsung TV Plus, when they launched this app, they had about 150 free channels. Now, it's over 300 free channels,
Yeah.
Spanish language channels, music channels. It's gonna load them up for us. Boom, there's Juliana if we want it. She's coming up next, I guess. Boom, come over here, see our favorites, see the huge library of stuff for the kids, for the home improvement fans. I mean, whatever you want, it's all over here for free. Samsung doesn't have to include free television. We just want it to look good, right? That's the Samsung difference that goes step above and beyond.
You don't even need cable.
You don't?
No.
And that's just it. You can stream with your Wi-Fi.
You can get
on
if you
antenna.
want. You can get Roku. You get a Fire Stick. You do any of that stuff.
Do you like to game? It has it has a gaming hub built in. And I'll be honest, guy, I'm not a big gamer in my house. My nephew is.
My son is.
But he comes over and he can play his games on my television without the clutter and the annoying fact that I have to have all this as well or make another purchase. But we're talking about how it looks like when it's turned off. Here's ambient mode.
This is
this
so
is
cool.
actually, your TV doesn't have all this, guy. This is the 70, remember, right?
Yeah.
So you can actually download different stuff. Here's some fun ones.
See, but I could put a picture in mine.
You can still do a picture.
Yeah.
You can, but this ambient mode has a few more features to it.
Oh, nice.
It's a little more well-rounded.
Great. You tell me that a year later.
A year later.
It's all right.
Hey, you're sitting pretty.
Yeah.
But ambient mode is great. Like, we're gonna turn off the TV. Company's coming over. I pick this one, right? Boom.
So
Turn off the TV.
Watch this.
Company's coming over. It can be a family photo. It could be a holiday scene. It could be something that just matches your decor.
could be the Yule log.
It could be the Yule log.
Yep.
It's energy efficient, but more importantly, the TV's not taking away from your living space.
Right.
It's gonna add to it. So this is a new one I just downloaded, so it does take a second to download.
But what we're going to see here, it turns your TV into a photo.
Right.
That doesn't tax the TV in any way,
Yeah.
other than electrical. But it's not like you're not running things, right?
Well, Guy's TV just does photos.
What else can you?
So see?
What, you can do movement?
It's got a little movement to it. You can have a little bit of audio with it too sometimes. I picked that little aqua
this.
down there. Do you want me to go with that
So
hot
now I
pink?
could do the fire. I could do the Yule log actually moving.
Exactly.
Instead of a picture of the Yule log.
It's a little difference with going to the 70s series, which is great. So actually, see, I could pick the different tiles over here. Is there a pink? I wonder if there's a pink. There's not a pink, there's a purple.
But I could
do a
put
light
still,
teal.
like, you could put a picture of your grandkids or whatever
totally.
you wanted up there.
And that's
just
just it.
leave it up there.
We can
because,
send a full-
because people don't want a big black X.
They don't want
or-
this.
No, they don't want this.
Yeah, and that's just it. You can totally pick what you want.
Pick
You have
something nice.
movement. Okay, here's a photo I took on vacation. I like to show
Okay.
this one off. Because, one, I'm proud of it. Two, it adds to the decor. We're in front of the 65-inch. Picture, it's matted. I don't know if
They put a mat on it.
right? We can
Yeah.
go wide and you can see how it just adds to the decor.
Yeah, do that.
I like to show this difference too.
pull
Maybe I
back.
want to switch it. Maybe I want to go a little black and white or a little water. Oh, little abstract, little pop. What's that, pop art?
Yeah.
And that's just it. You
And then
pick
look,
your
it's
mood.
just a picture on the wall.
It's fall if you'd like. I mean, you really can go with what you
cool.
want. And Adam, Guy, this is when the
That's right.
TV is turned off. And
Yeah.
that's really what's phenomenal
So
about it.
you're not sucking power like you normally would.
One thing I want to show everyone, because we have very few. This is that 65-inch, and remember, with that Air Slim design, it has one base in the middle. It has that really slim bezel, so it's all picture quality. This 65-inch TV side to side is about 57 inches. And I don't know, can we do this real quick, Guy? I'm gonna ask for your help for a second. I
Yeah.
want someone to see how big this 85-inch TV is. I'm going rogue.
Okay.
So, the 85-inch TV, this is what you're all gonna do, is 75 inches. So let's go 75 inches, 75 inches, 75 inches, boom. You want a really big TV?
We have one that's that wide.
You can go that wide
Yeah.
if you'd like, and it still has that one center base in the middle.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about having, a 12-foot, I don't know how long this
Right.
sideboard is.
Yeah.
But that's really where you get bang
And
for
you
your
can,
buck.
and by the way, you can wall mount any of these as
Right.
well.
And actually, Guy, I have the 85-inch Q70 in my one-bedroom apartment. I totally thought it was overkill. I was like, this is way too much.
I would have got it, but I didn't have a place to put it.
You'd be surprised.
But I've got a fireplace, and I'm like, it can't be
Take out the
bigger than
fireplace.
my-
Problem solved.
I'm gonna walk over to the
55?
We have the 55
Should we go
over
to that?
here. Yeah, I'll take a walk. If you guys follow us over, we'll go over here because I want
for
to
a
give you an idea. Because the one we just showed you is 65. This one is 55. To give you an idea, my TV that I bought was a 43 inch. And I should have got the
wants
one
the
that's
remote.
bigger. You got the remote. But still, look at this is it. Look at the size of this TV. I mean, this could be your perfect. This used to be the biggest size.
Right? I remember when I got my first big boy TV, it was a 55-inch.
We rented a TV at the bar I used to run. We'd rent like a 55 or a 60-inch TV.
And don't stop at what you used to have. Go bigger. My sister had a big TV above her fireplace with
Yeah.
speakers on the side. When we finally took it down, it was a 50-inch television, and we were able to replace it close to a 65, 70-inch TV, because you see how thin these TVs are. But remember, it's not just a TV watching experience. When you jump into the computer aspect, in terms of what you want to stream, it's going to stream faster than your older television. Your older TV might be smart, but it's probably a lot slower because it's not the latest processor in terms of what you're getting with this quantum 4K processor. But also, this slim profile in an apartment also has that gaming hub built in, so you can play all those Xbox games. My nephew, full on, he plays his FIFA 23, he got it last Christmas. He can play it again at my house if he likes. Or, the Madden games, which is great. And then ambient mode as well.
Go to connected devices. I want to show you what I did. So I added a sound bar.
Right.
And I added a Blu-ray player.
Perfect.
That's where I find those.
Yep.
So if I want to leave TV and go to my Sony, it says Sony.
Exactly.
The TV recognizes all the devices. It took us 2 minutes to do that.
Right.
I loved it.
The setup is so simple, interacting with the TV. By the way, let's even talk about the setup and the remote control. This is another fun aspect.
Is that the solar one too?
This is the solar.
I have a solar remote.
People love to show this off.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
have it.
huge difference in upgrade. What is this?
Yeah.
This is the remote. They've simplified it, less buttons, nice small footprint, made of stuff coming out of the ocean, recycled plastics and stuff. But this was the game changer. No more batteries, no more in the middle of the night. Why is this not working? Why is it not connected? It's powered up by, the light next to the bedside table or the window, or you can even plug it in like your phone, so you always have a nice charge. But they wanted to get the batteries out of the landfill. A nice little upgrade.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And top to bottom. All right, so if you want this TV on your HSN credit card, $54.99. If you want the 65, it's $72.22. If you want the 75, that's a big TV, still under $100 a month, $94.44. If you want the 85-inch, that's only $149.99 per month. And you pay that for 18 months. But you've got a TV you're probably going to have for 18 years.
Yep.
And it's the latest and greatest in all the features. I can't imagine adding more features. That's how fully featured this is, Bill.
Oh, there's more.
There's so much.
And that's really where you
crazy.
do enjoy the investment of what you're getting in this television, because you do invest in a TV. You're going to have it for a long time. Little upgrades that you might not think about, but it has 4 HDMI ports, which is important to plug into different devices. Has Bluetooth technology, so you can connect your gaming controller to the television. You can connect a set of earbuds if you want to listen privately, which actually I do a lot more often than I would think. Turn up a little bit of audio. I believe this one has audio playing on it. We'll find out in a second. Another thing which just reminded me, it has your voice assistant. Remember back in the day, you'd buy a device, it was Samsung, Apple, or whatever, you had to use their voice assistant. Now Samsung's evolved to, you can pick your voice assistant. You can use the Samsung one. You can use Alexa or Google, which is nice, so you're not limited. And then because you're jumping to the Q70, it even has the ability to hear your voice. You know how you have the pucks in your house and it'll hear you?
Yeah.
You can talk to your TV the same way and be like, Alexa, do something, and she'll hear you without needing the remote.
It takes all the work out of anything when it comes to your home entertainment. And if you haven't bought a new TV in a while, you'll be surprised how amazing the technology is. Like every day I'm learning something cool about my TV, and it's amazing. And I don't think I've even had my TV a full year, and I love it.
And that's where you have to think about it. The price per use, you get your money's worth.
Do you remember
out
how
of the TV.
expensive TVs were 10 years ago?
And I still watched it all the time.
I had a plasma TV about, 15 years ago. It was like $7 or $8 grand.
Yeah.
I only bought it because I had money back then. I was like, hey, I got some money. And I bought it. Well, actually, I knew a guy that was in the business, got me a good deal on it. That thing cost more money to run because it had fans in it, because it was a plasma TV. These are so energy efficient.
Yeah, and the thing is, energy efficiency matters because you are going to have it on often, which is great.
Yeah.
I want to play a little bit of audio for people because that Q symphonic sound gives you nice, rich quality. By the way, the audio is even adaptive to hit the environment in terms of, it's a big movie, it's a movie night, or it's a big open space. Let's bring up the volume. Even has object tracking. In this 1-inch thick panel of a television, it can track the motion going across the screen. You get drawn into this. And think about it. We just went through a rainstorm 20 minutes ago.
That's just TV sound, right?
That's just TV sound,
Wow.
right? And that's where, whether you're playing your game, watching your movie, you enjoy it.
Yeah, look at that.
You hear it all. And that's, again, what I like about it. And the ease of use does matter. So I'm gonna actually throw in some earbuds because I don't wanna bother anyone, they're asleep. I grab my earbuds. The connection process can be so simple. It recognizes your earbuds wirelessly, and the next thing you know, it's gonna ask if you wanna connect. You know what I like too, Guy? It has the ability, we're talking about growing with you. Right now, I'm not wearing a hearing aid, or I realized I was colorblind.
Really?
My TV was able to adapt. Isn't that a trip?
Was that the 70?
It was
Yes.
a 70. Your 60 could as well. But what, I think about it, you get it now, and now I'm wearing readers, but maybe you do need a hearing aid or you need to hear it. You can connect your hearing aid to the television.
Yeah, it's
and
wild.
normally when you connect headphones, you can't hear, but I can. you can actually have it pass through. So I can hear in my hearing aid, but the whole room can still hear it at normal volume.
I play my music off my TV.
Right.
I can do that. I have a Samsung soundbar too, so I can play it off that.
Love it.
I mean, it's amazing. Once you get a TV that's so smart, you don't have to be that smart.
No.
See, in the old days, I'm talking even 10 years ago, you had you get a remote control that was like, had 300 buttons on it, and you never knew how to use it. This one, look at this remote control. It's simple, easy. Accessing everything is easy. And there's nothing like a new TV, especially now, because we're going to come into fall.
Yeah.
All of our favorite movies, all your shows, football's going to start, baseball will be in the playoffs, and you got a brand new.
Football's totally. People don't want to listen to the football game. Guess what? Of course, the music just stopped. I'm listening to the music right over here
Yeah.
because my headphones are connected. So when that music starts up,
Yeah, that's cool.
you're not missing any of the. What I do is actually I connect it
Great
in the
for
morning.
people who have hearing issues.
Yeah, I have the news on, and I'm still like, packing the dishwasher,
Sure.
making lunch, and doing
Yep.
all that kind of stuff. But I can actually see the visuals or realize, oh, now I got to look up and pay attention. But the fact that you have versatility in this beautiful, amazing picture is really what you appreciate. But remember, you're getting the #1 TV manufacturer out there, Samsung. So you can't go wrong with that. Then you get into the picture quality, amazing. You get into their smart hub experience. It has all the latest and greatest. I mean, you got the Peacock, which just had all the sports this summer. You have the Hulu. And the thing is, my older television had this, but Guy, it was slow. And I didn't
Yeah,
realize it was
yeah.
slow until I got a new TV
old
home.
TV.
And then Samsung giving us free content, which is phenomenal. Doesn't have to give us free content. And then boom, actually you can see I have a plaid shirt on. That quality of that 4K technology. But all this free stuff, there's local, there's food, there's everything over here from, Jamie Oliver, there's home design, there's...
there's stuff that
Hoarders and
I've never even
dogs and-
heard of. Yeah, it's crazy.
Right?
Like when I go search, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could be searching for 2 hours and you find things.
It's funny. Each one of the hosts who have a
Yeah.
TV here, Ty has his favorite
Yeah,
channel. Suzanne and I love the Zen channel, which is a little background ambient noise.
I haven't tried that one.
It's a good one. And then, of course, it's time to turn off the television. And I'll be honest, I don't always use ambient mode
Yeah.
because I live alone. But sometimes when company comes over, I'm like, okay, let's class up the place.
I like
and
old
boom.
classic series and stuff. Like I'll watch.
Gunsmoke?
I love Twilight Zone. I can watch that every day of
There's
the
a
week.
channel.
There's a Twilight Zone channel. I can watch like Green Acres, things that were on when I was tiny. When those things came, those are like shows from the 60s.
There's the Love Boat channel.
Yeah.
24/7 Love Boat channel.
There's
just saying.
food, if you're a foodie, so much stuff. And a lot of that stuff, what I love too about when you're streaming, you pay for what you want.
Right.
And a lot of the stuff is just free. Mm-hmm. So it makes it easy.
And that's just it. Whether it's you're watching stuff, whether you're gaming.
Yeah.
You mentioned you have a Blu-ray player. We were rearranging my mom's furniture at her house. She's like, well, make sure the VCR is plugged in. I'm like, really? And she's like, I have this one video. I love this Barbra Streisand concert. I'm like, okay, fine. We'll set it up. And I was able to jump onto YouTube, find that exact same concert. She's like, oh, you got it working. And I'm like, no. I just looked it up and it was right here on the television, jumped into YouTube.
It's a lot of fun, guys. It really
And
is.
technology can be fun if you get the right device in your hand.
Well,
So, jump
like I
into
said,
YouTube.
the programming is easy because Samsung makes it easy. How the TV is set up, the remote control is easy to operate. It doesn't have 1,000 buttons.
No.
If you're a senior, you'll appreciate that. I know my mom used to always be like, well, I don't know, there's 100 buttons on this remote control from the cable company. I'm like, they're not very nice. They're really hard to navigate through that. This one's easy.
My mom used to change rooms instead of changing channels because she was like, I'm never going to find the channel
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
So she was like, no, I go in your room and I watch you on HSN.
It's so much fun. All right, so at the bottom of your screen, you'll see if you use your credit card, the one that you use or whatever, it's not an HSN credit card, those are your flex pays at the bottom of the screen. So 75-inch TV, 5 flex at $340, 85-inch, 5 flex of $540. You don't have to pay those big numbers if you get an HSN credit card. If you get an HSN credit card today, the 55-inch for 18 months, no interest, is $54.99. If you get the 65-inch, it's $72.22. If you get the 75-inch, it's $94.44. And if you get our largest TV, it's the largest one we carry,
85, yeah.
85-inch, which is, I mean, you're like, it's like IMAX, all right? You own a movie theater when you buy that big one, if you got the space for it, and it doesn't take up a lot of space on your table, and you can wall mount it, $149.99 is the price for that one. So, listen, it's end of summer. Might be a good time before the big sales come out and don't do that. We'll deliver this right to your door.
Big sales, the big season premieres, the start of football season. You're gonna have it all winter long and not just for one football season or winter.
And it'll all be picked over. Just order your TV now.
Exactly.
Get it home. And know you have the #1 brand of TV anywhere. Bill, nice to spend
It's been fun.
part of the afternoon with
Exactly.
you.
From
Or I
lazy
should
boy
say-
to TV
I
watching.
should say evening.
Right?
I'm never here this late. But anyway, it's wonderful to see you all. Hey, stick around because one of my favorite people ever, Amy, is coming your way next, and she's got our best value of the day with Juliana. So enjoy. I'll see you later in the week.
All right, we have had so much fun with fashions here at HSN. In fact, this is your final look at our best